And we are going to see the topic wildcard inputs. So basically, this topic is about to configure the batch macro to read the entire folder of sales data, right? So if you are visiting to this channel first time, so please go and watch the previous videos and let me know if there is any questions or queries related to Alteryx or any business intelligence solution or data solution. I'll be definitely looking into that and helping you guys to understand or creating those workflows as well. And also, like if you're visiting first time to this channel, so please like, subscribe, comment, and share your feedback. It will help me to improve the content day by day, and also like we can learn something new from each other. And yes, this is those. So the entire session is about 100 days plan is to create the Alteryx videos and share the best knowledge, like how we can use Alteryx solution in our day-to-day work or creating a data engineering projects or ETL projects, right? So let's understand what first understand what exactly this topic is about, and let's understand the project, like what is the purpose. So the business context and the requirement of this project is to regional and quarterly sales data often arrives as a collection of separate files stored in a central directory. So probably tomorrow you are working in enterprise solution and where you can find like there are like a huge data and all the CSV 100 of CSV file. So it will be very difficult and challenging to ingest the data one by one, right? So what is the requirement? So business wants to hunt all the relevant CSV files into one folder and run them through a standardized audit logic. Okay, so they wanted to have some kind of solution which can read the 100 files or 200 files. It can be all the CSV file. Data challenges like the quarterly files uses a specific schema like sales amount, quantity, etc. that differed from the previous test cases and contain negative entry errors that required correction. Project architecture, what we are doing, so we are using the directory tool, okay, control parameter to again connect with the creating a triggers which can trigger the macro to start a new iteration for every file found in the engine batch macro. So in the batch macro we are using action tool, formula tool to just to calculate the sales amount, okay. Summarize tool, group the yield data by date and calculate the sum sales amount each day. The collector macro output gathers the summarized data from all the 4 quarterly iteration and stack them into one final consolidation report. The analysis, what we are doing, dynamic loading, schema mapping, iteration logic, mathematical integrity. So these are the 3-4 things we are applying the analysis, what we are trying to achieve during the workflow creation and the macro creation. Impact and business. So the scalability is now the workflow can now handle 4 files as easily as 400. So you can handle like 400. Anyways, we don't see in the enterprise project like 400, but it is like you can scale this project, right? Consistency, every quarterly file is subject to the exact same self-healing rules, ensuring standardized reporting across the fiscal year. Time saving, like you are automating the entire data discovery, data cleaning, data summarization of all the fiscal year of data or yearly data into like 0 0.4 second, 0 0.5 seconds, 0 0.6 second, you can say, where we can use this project. So like we can use this global financial consolidation use cases, IoT sensor data cleanup, if we are working on some streaming data set which is getting logged like in a minute, in a seconds, or in an hour, it is getting loaded into some folder. So there we can also use this concept, retail inventory audit and legacy data migration. So these are the couple of use cases where we can implement it. I will try to like work on these use cases, or I will try in future maybe to bring these projects as a like where you can see some example hands-on experience, which will definitely help you in your resume or for interview purpose. Right. So this is the basic objective of like the idea of using the dynamic batch auditing and the wildcard inputs. Now let's jump into the workflow. So first, what we are doing here, we are creating a workflow where we are taking the input data, and this is coming from the input and output, right? We are taking the sales.csv data, and then we are using again select just to convert this data type, because earlier it was text. So I converted the sales amount and customer name into double. Customer name, we can take it text. Now I'm creating one formula as an audit note, which is taking the sales amount, it is converting into positive. Now I'm doing what? Summarization of sales amount group by date and audit note count. So I want to see like how many sales are like positive or negative. And this is the final output. The control parameter job is to control the file. So here, if you see, I have given the path of one CSV file, but the next time, if there are 10 CSV files, this macro should help me to read all the 10 CSV files and summarize the output of those 10 CSV files. Simple as that. Okay. So let me run this workflow and let me see. So let's see what is the output. So if you see from the first file, this is the output looks like. So here you can see like what is the summarized data, total sales by date, and the count of each sales amount. This is what it is doing. We can change couple of things here. This is a clean output. Now let me go to the macro. So macro, what it is doing, first we are using a directory tool here. Here we are using input data. Here we are using directory to data, right? And then we are connecting to that macro. So here I took the quarterly sales folder, this is, and the file is CSV. Now I want that macro to run everything. So here what I have given the full path, and this is the two browse options. So let me execute this and show you guys like how exactly this output is looking like. So now if you see, it is reading all the files, okay, and it is producing all the. So if you see here, this macro is reading all the path and everything, like from where the files are coming, how many files are there, what is the creation time, what is the last access time, last write time, what is the size of the file. And this is mostly about the file system related information. Now this browse tool is helping us to read all the 4 files, and it is giving us the consolidated information here, some sales amount, date, count. Now if I want to go back and make the changes, for example, here I just want let me add by product ID, product group by, and yeah, let's keep it product only. Let me save this macro. So if we are making any changes, we have to save the macro also. That is really, really important. We have to understand this thing. And let me run this workflow. Let's see if it is giving me the product and the sales amount, right? So now this is giving me 20 records only. If you see 20 records displayed, because it is reading only single file right here. But this directory should read all the files or the 4 files, and it should give me this information: quantity, return, sales amount, customer, everything, right? So let me execute this and check it. So now if you see sales amount, date, count, and product. So this is giving me all this information which is connected to the final output here. So if you see sum of sales amount, summarize is giving the same thing: date, count, product, and the same information. Here we can see that. We can now add some more if you want. We can do that. And how many records are getting populated. So every record has a record ID. So this was the idea of creating the app. Now what we are doing here in the interface designer. So here we are not doing anything. Okay. And sorry, the macro. And here, if you come to the workflow, you can see this is a batch macro. And if you come here, so here also you can see this is a standard macro. So I created a batch macro to read a single file. Another macro I have created a standard macro, so which can read all the files from all the things, and it should populate. Here this information is giving. So if you see how many files, 4 records, you can click here. You can see the browse. So what is the tool? Browse tool is giving, and this browse tool is populating all the 80 records grouped by the product and the date and the sum of sales amount. Now if you want like to add something, or we can do that. So here we can see the objective of, like, if you see these are coming, select Hannah Scott is not a valid number. So let me just make the changes to the. So now if you see that error is gone because it was getting converted into number. Actually, it was a string, but it should not get converted into number. So maybe by mistake we have converted it, but we can make the changes and then we can come here and we can execute and check it is working or not. So now we see this is the 80 records and you have to select like what we want. So here in the first output, we are selecting the full path and the another browse tool, it is giving us the information of the previous macro, the macro which we have created. So thank you very much for watching this video and stay tuned, like, subscribe, comment, share your feedback, and let me know how I can help you in any data solutions or business intelligence solution related to Alteryx or any another tool like Tableau or Power BI. So I'll be definitely looking into those in the comment section and I'll be helping you guys. Thank you.